Hey, what's up everybody? King Chaos here, back with another video for you. This time, I'm going to go over what I'm calling the ultimate loot loop. Are you guys want to see some great guns? You want to bring back those guns? How about some armor? I have a great loop for you guys in Pyro. We're going to dig right into this, and I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, well, we are at Orison in Crusader in Stanton. First thing we got to do, of course, let's get to Pyro. Right, so the first thing we want to do once we're in Pyro is we need to set spawn at Obituary. The reason we're doing this is because you could die anytime at these Lazarus facilities. It's a lot of NPCs, a lot of irradiated dogs running around, that type of deal. Also risk running into players. So one step at a time, set spawn to Obituary, and let's move on. All right, so I'm in my 85X just because it's an easy one to grab. With an instant claim, we can get it right away. So now we're going to head to Pyro I. Okay, so we're at Pyro I. Now you will see Lazarus Transport Hub, Tithanus 3, 2, 1, and then we have 3 other locations on this planet. Lazarus Transport Hub Phoenix, 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick Phoenix 1. Looks like we got some markers for some player ships here. We'll go ahead and ping. There are no names that show up when I ping, meaning nobody's in them, which is good, or at least no one's piloting them at the moment. All right, and now we head straight for the shuttle. Be careful, we're gonna need lots of ammo for this stuff. We're gonna have lots of NPCs. We're going to repool using left alt 1. All right, shuttle has arrived. And again, we have to be careful. We might run into players at these locations. It's a big PvP area, so sometimes you just want to choose a low pop so you have less chances of running into other players. All right, we're arriving now. We have to be careful. There could be players always waiting for people here. You always want to see if there might be a worm out already. That would be a sign there's certainly players here. So far, no worm. We're going to have to deal with a lot of NPCs to get inside where we want to go loot. Before we go loot, what I recommend doing now that we're here, because we set spawn to Obituary, now we want to set our spawn for our next checkpoint. So let's get over here, kill some NPCs, and get to the next checkpoint. Okay, now we've set spawn at the Lazarus facility, so a big chunk of this now is done. We're in Pyro, we're where we need to be. Now, if something happens while we're here and we die, we respawn here. And let's go ahead and start this little loot loop here. So far, I've been pretty lucky. There's no NPCs, so maybe they're actually bugged out on this server. Oh, I take it back. All right, the first stuff we want to get into is let's unlock the code door right here behind me. And remember the code you have, 5999 in this case, because once we're in here, the NPCs can't get you. And our first part of the loot begins. There's a backpack, snowdrift legs, different helmet, Sterling Exploration, a suit. So maybe nothing dramatically great, but we're going to keep rolling. As you guys can see the type of loot we can find here. We have old SMGs, Parallax assault rifles, the Volt series. There's a P8AR, typically found at the end of the contested zones. We have a railgun and a missile launcher. Let's go ahead and run outside. Now you can see I have a tiered injury already. Hence why we want to set spawn. Lots of NPCs. All right, now here's another gearbox. All right, some more gear. Got a weapons rack. Looks like we got some F-55s. Lots of LMGs. We got a shotgun, an assault rifle, a weapons box. We'll take the touchstone. As you can see, this is far from easy to do this solo. There's a loot box. Nothing fantastic. We'll take this time to get more med pens. As you can see, we are certainly going to need them. And the next thing we're going to do is we got to find one of the Sterling Exploration suit guys, because we're going to knock him out. times holographic, more grenades, another FS9. Of course, a lot of these loot loops are all based off of RNG, right? So it all depends, you know, on the server you're on and what you can get, obviously, out of the boxes when you're there. Okay, here's the Sterling Exploration suit guy. We're going to bring him in, and we're going to revive him in front of that other door using a med pen. Once we get him up, we scan the door. It turned green. I'm going to knock him back out just in case I need him later. And now we're in the worm room, or the specimen room. Another good backpack. It looks like in this case, this time, that's all we have in here. This is generally how we do it, guys. Once we're done here, all right, we're going to go ahead and store the weapon, and we're going to go to menu. All right, now that we've logged, let's go ahead and join into another server. We can pick any one or the same one if you'd like. In this case, I'm joining in on a different one. All right, so as you guys can see, I joined back in on a server. All right, and I will show you guys exactly what I'm talking about with this loot loop. All right, we'll go into the inventory here, and you can see in the inventory, it actually in this case put us back to Obituary. It isn't always a bad thing, okay? Ultimately, Starlight would be great, just because it's generally a closer one. But in this case, we do not need to fly anywhere. All right, this is where it gets really cool. I'm at a station. I'm in Armistice. You can see I have tiered injuries. I'm going to backspace. And now, since we set spawn at the Lazarus facilities, we will spawn back at the Lazarus Complex, Phoenix 1. And we can do this over and over and over again. So let's load up into the game. All right, we're officially loaded. Here we are. And we can immediately start looting. That's basically it. And out those doors is where we were looting before when we set spawn. So I'll show you guys that quickly, just so you guys get an idea. At these Lazarus facilities, there's roughly about 4 spawn locations. So you have quite a few buildings you may end up spawning at. It's all based on RNG. And that's it. And there's the facility we'd run back to, kill more NPCs, and keep going. And then menu when your backpack's full. And then backspace at the station, and end up back at Lazarus, and just keep going. Well, all right, folks, that's all I got for this one. Hopefully it was informative for you. Hopefully you guys get to use this video and go find some cool loot of your own. And do me a huge favor, if you guys got any feedback, good or bad, or would like to share any information about the items you found using this video, please drop the comments. I would love to see those. And don't forget, if you like the video, maybe consider subscribing. I appreciate it. And don't forget as well, I stream Monday through Thursday on Twitch. You can see my socials and my schedule information, everything through the About side of this channel. I got lots of links there, and my schedule is on my Twitch channel. Everybody, take care, and thanks again for tuning in.